I will quickly go search for the YouTube link. Here I have it. Let's just share it on Telegram, and then we can start. All right. Let's do this. The first one today is Martin. Do you want to start?
So sure. So yesterday I did different things. I was reviewing some PRs from God's Power, and there was an issue with some hard-coded value that we wanted to execute on compile time. So I was playing with that a little bit. There were some changes to the function that had to be made for it to be able to run on compile time. So yeah, I added that suggestion, and that PR is merged now. Also, I was going through all the tickets, especially the old ones, to see if they are still relevant or not. A lot of them, well, not a lot, but like 10-ish or so were not relevant, or they were already fixed by a different PR. So I was able to close them. And finally, I started playing a little bit with Grafana and Prometheus. I want to get to a state where we have something similar to what Lighthouse does with the block processing, that we have like different time metrics of different sections of the block processing, so that we can compare and see, for example, like where Lighthouse takes some time and where we take some time. We are 10x slower at the moment, so I'm sure there are a lot of quick wins that we can do, and that will also help us to focus where there are good opportunities for improvement. So yeah, I guess I'm going to continue with that. I have been delaying a little bit the work on the metadata for the execution status and the block status. That's also an important thing. So we'll try to get to that today, and also continue with the block processing.
That's awesome. Those are many updates. Thank you. The next one is Mete.
Hello everyone. I was working on the Lambda utility module and had some spec test issues there. I managed to find where the issue is, and it's ready to review now. And also been researching about the libp2p because I'm working on the delete from PIDs issue. So I made some research about it, and I will need some help on that. That's mostly what I've done.
I'm up for assigning credit to that, so we can do that after the meeting. Thank you. The next one is God's Power.
Yeah, good day, everyone. Yesterday I made some updates to the PR on optimization of molecularization of chunks, and that's been merged. My PRO molecularization, I also merged that now after Martin's approval, and for the most part yesterday I was working on molecularization of bit list, though I'm blocked because the PRO that my what I'm working on depends on Fernando's PRO. So hopefully when that gets merged, I would be able to move forward. But yeah, that's what I'm working on.
Sorry, what's the PR it's waiting on? Is it a tests PR, or is it like an actual bit list encoding?
No, the PR on test of encoding. So for the spec test to pass.
All right. The tests are already passing right now, but if you're fully blocked, like if the only thing, sorry, I'll go back a couple of steps. So for now, the PR has the spec tests passing in CI. I think I'm pretty sure about that. So you can like any correction that I may do right now is mostly related to either code style or ways to make the test better, but it should be working. So let's try to see if you can implement that in the state where it is, because at least the encoding and decoding part of bitlist is already implemented. Would that work for you, or is that impediment for of some sort?
Yeah, so I checked out the PR and I found that there are like there's a lot of updates. There's a lot of updates apart from just
Because
making the
yeah,
test pass. So and yeah, it's not just making it. There are like a couple of changes.
yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah, you're right about that. Let me think for a second. Do you have what's the word? Do you have another issue to work on, or is that the only one you're doing? Because if that's the only one, what you can do is start from Fernando's branch, and just keep building on top of it. Because it's actually like the behavior is not gonna change probably. It seems like everything is already working. So I think at this stage, it's safe to build on top of it. I wouldn't normally recommend this, but at this stage, I already did a first review of the PR, and it looks fine. I will add some corrections related to the code today, but the normal function seems to be fine.
okay, so
So yeah,
the other PRO I was supposed to work on is molecularization of bit vector, but they are kind of related. So I'll probably just start work from his PRO. Yeah.
yeah. Let's just do that. Like from the review that I had on the PR, it seems like it's fine. And if there's any changes, the changes will be on the tests themselves and not on the code. Uh, I will get you some updates of that today. Like if I find anything that says differently, then I can tell you like, hey, sorry, we can stop this and focus on other things. But from everything that I reviewed, it seems perfectly fine. So feel free to just move forward with that. Okay, thank you. The next one is Fernando.
Yes. For my part, yesterday I fixed the Bitcoin API unit test. Right now are passing in the CI. So that was a kind of an initial approach for that PR. So after it is reviewed, I could add more cases to test. But I am not sure if that approach is the correct. Yeah, with that one, yeah, I don't have another issue, so I am free to take another one.
All right, yeah, let's get you another one to work on today. I will do that immediately after the meeting. After I do that, I will sync with Mete. Okay, thank you. Sorry, what was the feature you said you were working on? You were fixing the tests about.
The Beacon API unit test.
Perfect. Yeah. Sorry, thank you. Sure. Yeah. As for myself, most of yesterday I was working on the workshop for this Thursday, and then I started reviewing Fernando's PR. I found a couple of things related to the test itself that I think we should change, because I think that we are handling the containers very case by case, and the problem with that is that if we try to do the same when we because right now we are only using the generic ones, right? For SSX, like for this new library, we are not using the static ones yet. Yeah. So I think that if we do the same thing with the static ones, we will like very quickly see that it's like a lot of manual work that will take a lot of time. So I'm trying to see if we can do like a more general version that can be used um, for the static ones as well when we move to those. Because in the end, this is basically a YAML sanitization problem. It's not really an encoding or decoding issue. So yeah, I'm trying to do a review where we can fix that in a way where we can reuse that for SSL for the static tests. If that proves to be too long, then what I will do is I will just approve the PR as is, and then we can do a different issue for refactoring. Is there an issue to the static tests as well, or is there not?
Yeah, I think will be the same issue with the YAML coding part.
No, yeah. What? Sorry, I meant if we have a GitHub issue open, I will check that afterwards. Sorry, no need for asking. All right, yeah. So that's my updates. Do we have any final comments or questions? Right.
So I have just a question, probably like so um, the way we currently do mechanization of containers is that we pass in the container and the module that the schema is contained in. But now, um, when you want to do mechanization of a list of containers, when you get the containers, you don't necessarily get the module with it. So it's just something I've been thinking about, because if there was a way to get the schema just from like like a big map or something, that you can just get the schema from the name or something. But yeah, just something I've been thinking about. It's probably not clear, but yeah.
Oh, but we do have that. We have a schema function where you should be able to obtain, like if you have the module, you can call module.schema parentheses, and then you have a list of all of the fields.
No, I
So
mean,
that,
if you have only
oh,
the container, if you can get the schema in the module.
yeah, like let's actually have this talk on Telegram, but you can obtain like the same way you can pattern match against a map, you can pattern match against a struct, and you can like obtain the module from that struct, which is I think it's kind of similar to what you're needing.
Okay, okay, okay.
I don't know if that's the way you're thinking about it. I think that you should always have the schema available, but if you don't, that's a way to get it.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, but I will just write this down on the Telegram, because it's kind of not an easy thing to explain on the air, but I'll definitely send you some pointers on that. We actually already, like, I think that Martin was the one that implemented that, but we already had that for the previous SSL library, so that you were able to encode and decode structs without telling Elixir which was the module. Like, it kind of deduced which was the schema there. So that you may be able to use exactly the same thing if that's what you need.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you some pointers in a couple of minutes. Thanks for the question. Anything else? Okay, thank you everyone for joining. See you tomorrow.